Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS and the radio. My name's Andrea.
And my name is Gabe, and if you remember, this week we are in Hualien at the Taroko Gorge.
And we are learning about outdoors and nature. Well friends, let's keep learning by looking at today's key words. Say them with us. Our first one is wall. Wall. We can put pictures on the walls of our house.
River. River. The river is too cold. I do not want to swim.
Tunnel. Tunnel. You can walk through the mountain in this tunnel.
Narrow. Narrow. I can't drive my car on this road. It's too narrow. Okay, let's look at these keywords again. The first one is wall. Wall.
River. River.
Tunnel. Tunnel.
Narrow. Narrow. Great job, everyone. Now let's go see Eddie.
Hello.
Eddie?
Eddie.
Hi. What?
What are you doing?
I found a tunnel.
You found a tunnel here?
Yes, right. A very narrow tunnel. Oh. Hello.
Eddie, I don't think there's a tunnel.
Of course there is.
Okay, yes, of course, there's a tunnel. And there is also today's mission. Do you have that, Eddie?
Of course I have today's mission. Here it is. What will Grandma, Patty, Brian, and Roger do tomorrow?
What will Grandma, Patty, Brian, and Roger do tomorrow?
Well, we will find out today. Now let's join Patty as she is writing in her journal. Here we go.
Dear Journal, today I went to Taroko Gorge with Grandma, Roger, and Brian. What a beautiful place! The gorge walls are so steep. The gorge is part of Taiwan's Cross Island Highway. Workers built this highway in the 1950s. Hundreds of workers died building it. I saw their names at the Eternal Spring Shrine. Lots of people visit Taroko Gorge. It's a very popular place.
Well, Patty is in her hotel room and she's writing in her journal. Now, Gabe, what is she writing about?
She's writing about her adventures and experiences in the Taroko Gorge. She is with Brian and Grandma and Roger, and she really thinks that it's a beautiful place.
And as she writes, she describes the gorge. She talks about what the gorge looked like. She says the gorge walls are so steep.
That's right. The walls are very steep. And I think we need to look at that key word there.
Let's do it. It is wall. Wall. Now, usually when we think of a wall, we think of the side of a building or a room. But here we are talking about the gorge walls. So we're talking about the side of the gorge.
That's right. It's like a giant wall, the side of the gorge. So you can call it a wall. Now, let's use this word in another way. The walls of our house are painted white.
We can say some people like to climb walls of buildings. They have to be very good climbers.
That's right. And of course, the gorge walls are very steep. They would not be easy to climb.
Well, we also learn about some of the history of the Taroko Gorge, like when the highway was built. You know, I think it's important when you're traveling or when you're taking a trip to learn about the history of the place you are visiting.
That's a pretty good idea. Well, we see that many people like to visit Taroko Gorge it is a very popular place.
Taroko is the largest marble gorge in the world. The road through it is next to the Liwu River. It's so pretty. I loved looking up at the gorge walls and then down into the river. I really liked the Tunnel of 9 Turns. Some parts of the tunnel are open. You can look down at the river. And in some places, the gorge is really narrow. You can't see the sky.
Well, I think this is amazing. Taroko is the largest marble gorge in the world.
And Patty keeps writing about what she saw when she visited there in her journal. She says the road through it is next to the Liwu River.
Well, let's look at this key word here. The word is river. River. A river is water that flows in one direction, like down a hill or down a mountain. It is going down. That is a river.
When you see a river, it looks kind of like a long, wide line of water. Rivers are beautiful to look at.
That's right, and rivers flow into lakes or into oceans. So the road next to the gorge is next to the Liwu River.
We also find out that there's a tunnel at the gorge. Now let's find out what a tunnel is.
That's right, the word tunnel. Say it with me. Tunnel. Tunnel. A tunnel is a hole that goes through a mountain or something else. That is a tunnel.
It's nice that there are tunnels at Taroko Gorge. That way you can see some of the most beautiful parts of the gorge. You can walk through a tunnel, run through a tunnel, or take your car or bus through a tunnel.
And usually, if you go through a tunnel, you will notice that there are lights inside of the tunnel. That is so it is not dark. There are lights in a tunnel.
And tunnels are also usually very narrow.
That's right. They can't be too wide. They are narrow. Let's look at this word. Narrow. Narrow. Something that is narrow is not wide. So narrow is a long space that is not very big.
Well, Patty uses this word narrow to talk about the gorge. She says that some places in the gorge are really narrow. You can't even see the sky.
The mountains around here are really beautiful. They are so different from the mountains at home in Colorado. Mountains here are not as high, and they have a lot more trees. Tonight, we are staying in a hotel in the gorge. Tomorrow, we'll hike more and visit another waterfall. Brian told me about so many beautiful places here. I want to see them all. I already love Taroko Gorge. The Taroko Traveler, Patty.
I think it's great. Patty is so excited. She ends her journal by saying, I already love Taroko Gorge. Well, friends, I also love that we found the answer to today's mission in this part of her journal. The question is, what will Grandma, Patty, Brian, and Roger do tomorrow?
What will Grandma, Patty, Brian, and Roger do tomorrow? Tomorrow, they'll hike more and visit another waterfall.
But tonight, they are staying in a hotel in the gorge. Now, friends, here we see the verb stay. Now, when you stay at a place, you are only there for a short time. So you stay at a hotel. Now, Gabe, do you stay at your home?
Do I stay at my home? No, I live at my home, but if I go out somewhere else, then I will stay there for a little while.
Okay, so friends, remember, you stay at a hotel, you don't live at a hotel. Well, Patty keeps having adventures at Taroko Gorge. She also writes in her journal that the mountains at Taroko Gorge are different from the ones at home.
That's right, they're different from the ones at home in Colorado.
So she's enjoying all her new adventures, but still thinking of life at home.
How to.
Hello everyone and welcome to How To. Today you'll learn how to talk about being outside. Let's go outside and learn the first way.
Yodelay-hee-hoo! I love the great outdoors.
I love the great outdoors too. The flowers, the trees.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Romeo, what are you doing?
I'm singing. This is how people sing in the mountains.
We are not teaching people how to sing. We are teaching them how to talk about being outside. Now, get ready for the next way.
How about a hike?
Ooh, I'd love to go on a hike, but I can't. We still have one more way.
Being outside is great.
I know. I love being outside. Being outside is great. Romeo, why don't you go outside? But first, can you review for us?
I love the great outdoors. How about a hike? Being outside is great.
Now go outside and practice these words. Thank you.
Calendar phrase.
Really, Gabe, the mountains are beautiful. You have to go hiking with me.
You say it in a way that makes me want to go hiking with you. I want to see these mountains.
Okay, they are beautiful, and that is our calendar phrase. The mountains are beautiful.
The mountains are beautiful.
Well, friends, let's keep learning more about this calendar phrase with our calendar phrase skit. Here we go.
The mountains are beautiful.
The mountains are beautiful. Look, Marie. The mountains are beautiful. Let's go outside.
The mountains are beautiful, but we can't go outside. We have to finish our homework.
We can finish our homework later. Please, Marie, go outside with me. The mountains are beautiful.
I want to, but we can't.
Why not?
It's raining now. See?
Oh no!
The mountains are beautiful.
The mountains are beautiful.
Well, friends, would you like to know the question of the day?
I would.
Well, me too, and they want to know too. So, Eddie, can you give it to us?
The question of the day. Would you like to visit Taroko Gorge? Why or why not?
Would you like to visit Taroko Gorge? Why or why not?
You know, I would love to go back to the Taroko Gorge because it is beautiful and it's a great place to hike.
That is true. Well, friends, we hope that you will visit us again tomorrow, right here on Let's Talk in English.
We're on PTS and, of course, on the radio.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.